here's for the record, okay? On the record, I'm recording this snippet for Bitcoin bottom, okay? Of 2022/2023. I have four numbers in mind for a bottom. And this is on a wick. So it means price would likely only be down there for one 1 hour candle on a wick. Okay? That means the weekly closure will be thousands of dollars above what I'm about ready to say. This is absolute bare bottom low. Okay? And you have to have limit buys down there in order to snag it if one of these four are accurate. 12K, 16.4, 18K on the nose. Yeah, okay. It's 12K, 16.4, 18K even, and 22K even. Let me show you why. I've done this before a few times, but for the record, going back to Bitcoin, take off my micro channel, put on my origin lines. Gosh, I got so much shit saved in there. I'm gonna have to start like organizing these. Wow. Okay, well maybe I won't use my origin lines because I don't see them in here. I know they're there somewhere, but whatever. Okay, but anyway, I don't think I need them. It would be helpful, but I'm gonna go to the 2-day chart and throw on the monthly chart, throw on the EMA fill, zoom in, extend this out like this. Where has the bottom of every bear market gone? To the bottom of the channel and just below. How far below? Well, this one only went about 13% below. This one was like 27? Yeah, 27. So if it goes somewhere 15% below, well, this would only be, that'd be 11% below, 22K. So wick below that line is roughly 22K. Does that make sense so far? Now, but there are so many things that align. I mean, fractals align. It's just insanity. 22K might be my favorite among the four. My second favorite is 16.4, but I have to go to the daily to show you why. The bear market bottom will, like with extreme high certainty, it will end on a wick, capitulate down. It might actually not capitulate. It could just work its way down and then zoom up. So it's not actually safe to say capitulation, but wherever it ends, it's going to end where you look left and there's structure somewhere. So 12K is a huge structure. There's a lot of structure in 12K. But if you look left, here is this structure. So I will keep that arrow there. I will make a box around it. And this is right as Bitcoin was trying to break all-time highs during last year. Or 2 years ago now, sorry, in 2020, late 2020. All right, so now we're zoomed in. We're looking left. 16.4 is the bottom of this zone. 16.4, 16.3, 16, yeah, so yeah, somewhere on there. 16.4, okay, on that wick. 18 even is this. The middle, where it made a higher low. So 16.4, 18. Why don't I pick the top? Typically, I would pick the top as my third best choice or even first best choice. But why am I not going to pick that? It's 20K. I think 20K, it could end up being exactly right, but I might eat my own words. However, I think it's a horrible guess if you're trying to guess specifically, because big money and exchanges, which are whales, if you don't realize exchanges themselves are whales, you need to realize this. They are part of this game too. And if you don't think they're buying and selling Bitcoin on spot and on futures, potentially even on their own exchanges, you're dead wrong. Big money doesn't want the little plebs to make money off of longing 20K. So in order to rip them a new one, either price is going to, actually, to rip them a new one, price would go lower than 20K to get them destroyed out of their lungs, which they're probably going to enter way over leveraged, thinking they're going to become a millionaire, but instead they're going to get liquidated, right? So that's why $18K, $2,000 would do it on high leverage. I mean, hell, $500 on Bitcoin down below your target would do it on 50x leverage. But if you're using 50x leverage, you deserve to lose all your money. Anyway, you shouldn't be using that much on Bitcoin ever. Ever. Not even under weird circumstances ever. So I use that superlative carefully but correctly. Therefore, 18K and 16.4 make way more sense if it's going to go below it. But 22K is comfortably far enough above it to where the big money who doesn't want people, the small plebs, to make money from it, it comes up shy and turns around and then it leaves their orders in the dust and never fills them, and they don't get to make money from them because big money says, nope, this is where we're coming in market buying to turn this bitch around before it's 20, and with the knowledge that, there needs to be structure, right? So you saw the monthly EMA stuff. Well, so if you look left, is there structure at 22K? Yes, there is. There's a snippet right there, and it's right at that wick low of that little midget structure here. See that? So there is structure. Wherever the bottom is, there will be some type of daily structure over there, period. I don't anticipate, and if I'm wrong, I will be crazy surprised. It will hit either some type of structure, either this one, or the one down at near 12K. It's either going to hit the top of the structure, the bottom, or the middle, period. That's it. So your guess should be either at a structure at the top, structure at the bottom, or structure in the middle. That's where all your guesses should be for a Bitcoin bottom. 22K makes a lot of sense because honestly, there's a lot of stuff aligning with 22K. Like the weekly 200 simple moving average is around 22K, or it will be at that, in the next month or so. There are just so many things favoring 22K for a bottom, and the saying that Bitcoin isn't bottom until it hits it. Now, could 12K happen? The only way 12K is going to happen is so that's way down here. So if you look left, there's tons of structure at 12K, all right? You have structure here, structure here, right around 12K. So it's huge. The only way that that's going to happen is with the assumption that this market recession in traditional finance is more like either 2008 or 2000, which honestly is a safe assumption because it's looking like it right now, and we're overdue. It's been all prosperity in the stock market since 2009, since Bitcoin was invented, which is why, partly why Bitcoin's been straight up. If Bitcoin cannot separate from traditional finance, where they literally let go of the algorithms, so big money says, crap, there's too much buy pressure and we're getting destroyed, we're not the ones moving price with our algos anymore. That moment has to happen with the assumption that this recession is as deep as either 2000 or 2008. If that moment never comes to fruition because other big money is market buying, as algos in traditional markets are saying down, 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 and it overpowers their sell orders and they start letting go, that's the separation I'm looking for. But if that doesn't happen, and the assumption that the market, traditional finance is going to be more like 2000 or 2008, if it can't separate, Bitcoin is going to hit 12K. It will hit 12K. With that loose assumption. It will. But I personally think Bitcoin's going to separate. I think there's going to be too much buy pressure, and they're going to have to relink. So the trading desks that are literally trading NASDAQ indexes and Apple and Microsoft and Tesla and Amazon, they're all trading that's the same algos. They're making the same shapes on the 5-minute candles. I really think they're going to have to turn them off because other big money will be buying Bitcoin as people are not buying Tesla, people are not buying Amazon, people are not. And I think money's going to flood into Bitcoin. And again, that's with the base assumption that this recession will be a deeper one like 2008 or 2000. All right.